Do you know these guys always come up with the most ridiculous hypercars with horsepower numbers that are just straight up insane, but this time they've created an electric motor that's somehow smaller than your head but makes 330 horsepower. Yep, you heard that right. 333 horsepower. This is the Koenigsegg Quark E motor, and it's an absolute game changer now before you go all electric. Cars are boring, let me tell you, this is not your average electric motor. Koenigsegg has managed to create a motor that's not only powerful but also incredibly compact. They've made not one, but two of these motors, the Quark and the Terry, and when you combine these two motors with a single inverter, you get a whopping 660 horsepower that weighs less than 85 kilos. That's like having a power-packed bundle that you can carry around in your backpack. Now we know you're thinking, how did they manage to fit all that power into something so small? Well, that's the magic of Swedish engineering. Koenigsegg has managed to create an electric motor that's not only efficient, but also incredibly powerful. The secret lies in the design of the motor itself. So how does it actually work? Before we dive into the juicy bits, let's take a stroll down memory lane and revisit the history of Koenigsegg. It all started in 1994 when a young Christian von Koenigsegg, who was only 22 years old, decided to pursue his lifelong dream of building the world's largest sports car. Fast forward 2 years and the first Koenigsegg creation was born. After 2 years of hard work, and it was a hit, drivers like Rickard Riddle Pico, Trollberg and Kelly Rosenblad were left mesmerized after test driving it. And of course, if you want to make a name for yourself in the automotive world, you've got to go big or go home, right? So Koenigsegg decided to showcase their creation at the Cannes Film Festival soon after the Koenigsegg CC8s made its debut at some of the world's most prestigious motor shows, including Paris and Geneva. In 2002, Christian's dream finally came true when Koenigsegg's first proper production car was unveiled, and it was a game changer. The Koenigsegg CC8S's engine was certified by Guinness World Records as the most powerful engine in a mass-produced car in the whole world, and if that wasn't impressive enough, the engine was based on a Ford V8, but Koenigsegg reworked it. Now back to Koenigsegg's tiny Quark E motor. Quark is a marvel of engineering that's perfect for a wide range of applications such as aerospace, marine, and EV powertrains. To come up with this groundbreaking motor, the brilliant minds at Koenigsegg combined two fundamentally different motors into one unique design. So let's talk about magnetism, shall we? It's a crucial part of how electric motors work. Koenigsegg has ingeniously combined two methods to create the Quark E motor. They call it Raxium flux, which sounds made up because it is, but fear not, Raxium flux is a fusion of radial and axial flux, two different ways electric motors use function. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, let me break it down. Picture this: you have coils that rotate between magnets, and depending on which way they go, the axial does it along the axis that's more perpendicular, and the radial does it running outside. The weight radial flux motors are cheap to create and widely available in EVs, but they need more revs to produce peak power. On the other hand, axial flux motors offer more torque at low revs, but require lightweight and extremely durable materials to withstand a lot of stress. By combining these two motors, Koenigsegg has created a class-leading torque to power to RPM to weight matrix, making the Quark E motor a powerhouse in a tiny package. The Quark E motor weighs a mere 30 kilos, which is lighter than the motors Tesla used in its everyday models. What do you guys think about this? Comment down below.